Hello everyone, this is Jay and it's Friday, so I'm gonna be reviewing both of my portfolios to see which holdings I'm buying today as a DCA investor. I do have a clear plan of what I'm buying on my dividend portfolio, which most of the money is gonna go into one holding specifically. Which holding it is, I'll mention it in a few minutes. And I'm sure if you've been subscribed to the channel, you'll probably be able to figure it out before I even announce it. But let me talk first about VYM, who announced the third quarter dividend payout per share. And it's also my second largest holding, as you can see right here, right behind SCHD. VYM is at $1,754 in market value on my dividend portfolio, 10.3% size, right behind O Realty Income. But if we go into my dividend portfolio tracking spreadsheet, 13.702 shares right now. The share price is at $128.07, but my cost per share $111.71. I've been DCAing into this position right here every Friday together with SCHD. And if you guys see the performance, 14% in the positive in performance, over $200 in gains as of right now in share price only. This is not including the dividends, but I do have the drip turned on. So every quarter that they pay a dividend, it drips right into VYM. And then I'm also going to open the updates tab, which is where I have a screenshot of the Vanguard High Dividend Yield ETF declares quarterly distribution of 0.8511 cents per share. So that's an over 8% year over year growth. It is going to be payable on September 24. So any share, the ex-dividend date was today. So any shares that you held yesterday and before, you will be getting this dividend payment of 85 cents. And if you guys see right here, I have 2023, the dividends that they pay out in 2023 in March, June, and September. And you guys can see the difference already in from 2023 to 2024. September in 2023, they pay 0.71 cents per share. And now in September of 2024, 85 cents. So that's a huge difference. Same thing in June. They pay 87 cents in June of 2023. And then in June of 2024, $1.02 per share. December is going to be the largest payment. It usually is, especially for this ETF and SCHD. And that would be awesome if it grows even more than what they pay in December of last year, which we're going to take a look in the stock analysis tab. But if you guys see right here, right now, as of the first three quarters, there is a 15-cent in the positive difference between last year and this year, at $2.38 last year to $2.53 this year. So there's a 15-cent already difference in the positive in the dividend payout for this ETF, and that's why I like it. That's why I like Vanguard's high dividend yield ETF, because it just continues to grow and grow and grow their dividend year over year. Same thing to get with SCHD. And if we go into my stock analysis tab real quick, we can take a look and see that in December of 2023, they pay $1.09. So if they pay something similar this year in December, it is gonna be like really, really good. I'm expecting it to be more than $1.09. Most likely, I'm gonna throw like a ballpark number, maybe like around $1.14 or $1.13. That's what I'm gonna throw for. That's what I'm estimating, hopefully, right? And this is just me guessing, but I'm gonna throw that number out there, and that will be some very, very nice growth in dividend. I love the payouts in December because the fourth quarter is usually my largest quarter of the year, pretty much, and it's because SCHD and VYM, they pay out their largest dividend in the fourth quarter. Most ETFs or index funds do, actually, even including the S&P 500. I do believe that they also make their largest payout in December. As you can see, this is an ETF with $58 billion in assets under management. Expense ratio only 0.0 0.06%, which is for every $10,000 that you have invested in this ETF, you only pay $6. That's all you pay. I do believe it's worth it, right? Leave me your opinion in the comment section about VYM. Or maybe you're just an SCHD person, or maybe DGRO, which is another very good dividend growth ETF. But if we go back into my dividend portfolio, so we can take a look at all of my holdings, which are all pretty much in the green, almost all of them. I do have $310 in cash, over $17,000 in market value on this dividend portfolio, 14% in the positive, in the green, over $2,100 in the green, in the positive on this dividend portfolio, which is definitely awesome. I don't know how the market is going to perform today, right? It might go back down in the negative. I am expecting for the market to, one of these days or one of these weeks, to take a nice dip, just like a lot of people out there are also expecting it. So I'm waiting on these $310 in cash to find a nice opportunity, especially on Visa. Visa right now, one position I'm going to continue growing, and I really want to continue growing. As you can see, 3.091 shares. My goal this year is 4 shares. The share price right now is at $285. It went up as far as $293, 52-week high. And I know that was this week because I remember seeing it in the 290s. Cost per share right now for my position in Visa is $268.41. I'm in the green by 6%, but I'm going to continue to DCA. So I'm probably going to throw only a few dollars. And the only reason, this is going to be my only other position that I'm going to be buying today, because I'm going to throw most of my money and I'm planning on buying one whole share of guess which position? SCHD. SCHD, I'm going to buy one whole share today. Share price is right now at $84.87. My cost per share is $74.42. Total shares, 47.9 shares. I'm in the green in this position by 14%, as you can see right here. Performance, $500 in the green. My market value already surpassed $4,000 on this position. I'm very excited. You guys probably didn't notice before, but it did surpass the $4,000, which is awesome. I'm really happy with my position. But I also would like for SCHD to go back down in price. I wouldn't mind, because I'm not looking for share price appreciation right now in SCHD. And I really want to continue buying more and more and more at a cheaper price, right? I like when the stock market has a sell sign. I don't like it when there's everybody is boosting this stock. And the share price goes up and up and up. If it's a position that I'm trying to DCA into, if I threw a lump sum, that's a different story, right? Like Bank of America, I wouldn't mind if the share price continues to go up in price, because I threw a lump sum with the plan of selling later on in the future, right? I have a 43% gain in Bank of America, as you can see right here. Very nice, $353 in the green. And this is not including the dividends that I've been getting along the way, that I've been putting into SCHD, and I think one of them I put into Visa. But going back into SCHD, I am planning on buying SCHD, especially their ex-dividend date should be coming up next week. So that's why I'm buying SCHD. If we go right here into SCHD, we go into the dividends. In September of last year, they announced that it's September 21st. Pretty much their ex-dividend day was on September 20th, which is pretty much today, right? But that was last year. I believe that they're going to announce it next year. If they announce it on Monday, we'll probably get a payout on Friday, which is still going to be the end of the month, and it will fall into the third quarter. But if they announce it later in the week, it most likely is going to fall into the fourth quarter, which then is going to make my fourth quarter of this year dividend payout much, much larger than last year, which is going to be awesome. But I would like for it to fall into this third quarter so it can, so you can continue going and distributing the dividends the way it should be, right, into the third quarter. But I'm also okay if it goes into the fourth quarter. My fourth quarter numbers go like crazy, go to the moon. But as you can see right here, last year they paid 65 cents per share on this quarter, on the third quarter. So let's see where it goes this year, right? They have paid out in June. They went up very, very nicely to 82 cents of this year per share. Last year in June, it was 66 cents per share. So they had a very, very nice boost this year in how much they were gonna pay in dividend payout per share. But let's see where it goes, right? I am buying one whole share of SCHD. Right now it is at $85 pre-market. I'm hoping it takes a small dip at least into the $84. But I'm also okay because I'm planning on holding this ETF forever if I can, right? I'm not planning, as of right now, I'm not changing my mind. My mindset on SCHD is long term, like forever. I'm buying and buying and buying every week. DCA, 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 because $85, $84, in 15 years from now, we're going to look back and say, wow, why didn't we buy when it was at $84, right? It's the same thing. If you open up the 5 years, look at this. It was at $44 in 2020, a share price. I was buying like over here, 2022 in October, $67, $73. I always liked when it went down into the 60s. I bought. Like every time it went down into the 60s, I bought more and more and more. That's why my position is my largest position in my dividend portfolio. So right here, when it went into the 66, 69, 70, 71, I wish I had more money, to be honest with you. And I would have bought a ton more, but I'm happy with my position. Assets under management, $60 billion. Expense ratio, same as VYM, 0.06%. You pay only $6 of every $10,000 that you have invested into this ETF. So that's pretty much for my dividend portfolio. In my growth portfolio, which is also in the green, as you can see right here. These are my 5 positions right here: Amazon, Tesla, Google, my zero large cap index fund, and VGT, information technology. If you guys see, it is in the green by $200. This is a much smaller portfolio. This one is basically focused on growth only. And performance, 17% in the green, $1,600 right now in market value. I have no cash in this portfolio. I usually deposit like about 20, 25 bucks into this portfolio every week. And if you see, Tesla is one that surprised me. It went up very nicely in share price, $243 in share price as of right now. My cost per share is $206.50. I only have 1.2 shares. I was putting like $5 every week pretty much. I started with a little bit of a lump sum on a fractional share, but I was putting like $5 every week pretty much, and I've been growing it like that. 18% in the green, $47 in the positive. But let's see where once they announce Robotaxi in October, where the share price goes. I'm expecting it to like go very, very high, because I think a lot of people are gonna get excited. But hopefully Elon Musk does a great job selling that, right? That's for Tesla. Amazon, 21% in the green. Amazon has been going up and up also in share price as of lately. Right now it is at $189. My cost per share is $156. I bought my first $25 in Amazon when it was in the $120. And I wish I would have put a larger lump sum, to be honest with you, back then. But when I bought it at that price, but it's okay. I'm still continuing to buy slowly into Amazon. I'm going to grow these positions slowly, and hopefully I can get to grow them very nicely. Google, 9.59%. I still feel like Google is still at a very good price right now. Share price is $162. My cost per share is $147 right now. But I really like Google. I still think that and I agree with a lot of investors out there, that out of the Mag 7, this is like the cheapest one right now, I feel, in valuation and share price pretty much. So Google right now, 9% in the green, $30 in the green in this position. Planning on holding long term also. I really like Google. as a company. And this is gonna be one position that I'm probably gonna deposit like about 20-25 bucks. So I probably put like $10 into Google. That's it. Something simple, continuing to grow my positions. If I see a very good dip today, then I'll make a special deposit, maybe from a high yield savings account. But as of right now, I'm okay with just throwing like $10 into it and just continue to invest into this position, right? And then FNILX and VGT, I'm gonna throw a few dollars also in there. I've been growing this position, planning on holding for at least 10 years this information technology ETF, and then hopefully sell it and buy a ton of SCHD, right? That's the plan, and hopefully it does work out. All right, everyone, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel so you can follow the journey, and leave me your opinion in the comment section. What are you buying this week? What have you bought? Which positions? You buying SCHD before the ex-dividend date also, like I'm doing? I would really like to know that. So please leave it in the comment section. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your due diligence and research before investing in the stock market. Thank you.